Hey guys, it's Warrior Wednesday. Today I'm going to show you exercise that it's really functional exercise and it's going to take your athleticism to the next level. So the exercise that we're going to be learning today is bridge push-ups, which is an essential part of training for anybody who's engaging in martial arts, especially if you're doing any kind of wrestling. It's also one of the basic exercises for gymnasts, and the chances are that if you're practicing yoga, you have come across the wheel pose in your yoga practice as well. The bridge push-ups work your entire body, but the muscles that get the most amount of work are your shoulders, the spine extensors, and also your glutes and hamstrings. The bridge and the bridge push-ups are not just about your strength, but it also improves dramatically your flexibility. And the muscles that get stretched the most are your hip flexors, your abs, and your chest. And the practical use of bridge push-ups is that you can use them as exercise, bodyweight exercise alternative to deadlifts. And some people may say, why should I learn the bridge push-ups if I can just do deadlifts? That is so much easier to learn. Well, it's because when you're traveling, you don't always have access to weights, so you might as well learn a few tricks and learn this highly functional bodyweight exercise that will take your athleticism to the next level. So now I'm going to show you the progression into the bridge push-ups. So you're going to lay on your back and bring your heels as close to your butt as possible. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground and your knees about hip width apart. And now you're going to lift your hips up, squeeze your glutes, and you're going to clasp your hands underneath you to kind of bring your chest up. You're really trying to lift your chest up and really push your hips up. And try to hold this position for at least 30 seconds. So if you can do that, that's great. Try to practice a little bit more, and then we can progress to the second part, the second progression, which is reverse plank. And you're gonna do two types of reverse planks. First one is going to be with your fingertips pointing towards your heels. Like this. Again, you're going to lift your hips up and squeeze your glutes, engage your abs, and try to hold it for 30 seconds. And now you're going to lower your hips down. And now try to bring your fingertips behind you, point them behind you. And you may ask why this when your fingertips in the bridge position are pointing towards your heels. Well, it's because when you do this, you're going to be stretching your wrists more, and it's way harder. So that's a really good practice for the bridge, because the bridge push-ups are really hard. So you just want to kind of go between your hand positions with your fingers facing forward and then with your fingers facing back. The third progression will be using your exercise ball, where you can finally practice the proper arch of your back and also start putting some pressure onto your arms in that position. So you're gonna place the exercise ball right underneath your back. Support your lower back, support your upper back, and then just drop your head back, place your hands on the ground with your fingertips facing towards your heels, and make sure that your knees are about hip width apart. And from here, you can start putting more pressure onto your hands and start to push off of the ground as much as you can, pushing your hips up, and then simply just slowly lower your back onto the ball. You don't have to hold it for too long, just as long as your strength allows you to, and then lower. This way you're going to develop some strength and strength in your arms and flexibility in your wrists. And the fourth progression would be neck bridge, which means that you should already, that's why I use the ball as the previous progression, because I think you should have some strength in your arms already before you do the neck bridge, because you don't want to put too much pressure onto your neck. So you're going to lay on your back again, place your feet flat on the ground, heels close to your butt again. Now place your hands next to your ears, fingers facing towards your heels, and if you have long hair, put them up into the ponytail or something, because it's so annoying and frustrating when you start, stepping onto your hair and just pulling your hair as you try to get up. So hands next to your ears, and you're gonna first lift your hips off of the ground, squeeze your glutes, and then push a little bit off of the ground just to get the crown of your head on the ground. So now make sure that you don't put all of the pressure onto your head. You wanna still keep some pressure onto your hands, on your arms, and that's the next progression. And then once you feel strong enough, you can progress into the full bridge. So again, you're gonna start by putting the crown on your head on the ground, and then press into the ground, extend your arms, and try to hold this position, and try to really focus on extending your arms and extending your legs as much as you can, and aim for at least 30 seconds in this position. And from there, once you are able to hold this position, hold the wheel pose or the bridge pose, then you can start adding some reps and doing push-ups in that position. So you're gonna lift up, get into the wheel pose, and then start doing push-ups. And there is one more progression that I want to show you that will improve your mobility of your shoulders and also increase your range of motion. And that's only for those of you who are already advanced. And also make sure, if you're using the yoga blocks, because you're going to be using the yoga blocks for this one, press them against the wall just to make sure that they're not sliding on you. That's really important. So you're going to lay down, place the yoga blocks next to your ears, and you're gonna place just the heel of your hand again onto the edge of the yoga block, fingers down. Again, heels close to your butt, lift your hips up, press against the yoga blocks, and then do push-ups this way. Try to extend your arms as much as possible, and then go all the way down. And the fun thing is, or the great thing is about these wheel push-ups, that the fun doesn't stop right here. Once you are at this point, and once you can do all of these bridge push-ups and bridge push-ups off of the blocks, there's like all kinds of variations and modifications of the bridge that we can do that are more advanced, and we'll definitely gonna talk about them later in the upcoming Warrior Wednesdays. So now just practice these basic bridge push-ups. If you're a Z Gym member, you're gonna have an amazing workout waiting for you today in the Z Gym that will allow you to practice these tricks, practice your bridge push-ups. So check it out. The link is gonna be below this video to that workout. So that's it for today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any new Warrior Wednesday or Friday workout or my fashion hauls. And I will see you guys either in the Z Gym or in my next vlog. Ciao!